Leo Daily Horoscope for August 10, 2022. Daily Horoscope. The influences of the moon in the 11th house will keep you very receptive to your feminine part. You will feel a great complicity with your circles of friends, with your ideals, original ideas, universal love and humanitarian projects. Mars ruling in the first house will keep you very alert and defensive. The image of the warrior will boost you, but it is important that you regulate these ideas and you are not seeing enemies where they do not exist. If you don't have a partner, Saturn in the 7th house can bring into your life a person with a very serious temperament and a high level of commitment in relationships. This person could be a few or several years older than you. It might be time to let go of something. Perhaps you have become too attached to an old object. If you've driven the same car for the last 15 years, maybe it's time to sell or donate it. Or if you're still wearing your high school clothes, you might want to refresh your wardrobe. Try not to get too attached to the past. Move towards something new. Today be careful not to become too stubborn. Today is one of those days where you are asked to build a structure in a very windy area. If you insist on using the stiffer materials to do so, you will notice that the structure you end up building will snap in two. However, if you build your building with flexible materials, it will bend in the wind and last much longer. The moon represents the astral symbol of fertility. It often indicates the prospect of a happy event. Obviously, your family is growing. Good news awaits you today. A friend turns to you and asks for a listening ear. You will have to make an effort to support and help this loved one in distress. Know how to respond to the people who matter to you and they will reciprocate when you need them. Daily Tarot Reading. You will gain a better perspective on the matters that have been troubling you. You will learn to keep your feet on the ground and your head on your shoulders. You went through a period during which your sentimentality and fantasies wouldn't let you face the facts. Now you are capable of approaching things with reason and of building a more solid foundation for the future. However, your fears will continue to hold you back from wholeheartedly pursuing your goals. Your intuition will help you make the right decisions, so make sure you listen carefully to your inner voice. Daily Career Tarot. Your professional and financial life has stagnated. You are having a hard time coping with the obstacles you have encountered. You feel like your efforts are going to waste, but this is not true. This period is a test for you. It is meant to motivate you to fight even harder for your dreams. Don't give up. You are very close to achieving your goals, so you have to keep trying. You will be intimidated by the changes you will be faced with, but the developments that are about to take place in your professional life will teach you a very important lesson: no pain, no gain. Health. The energy of Mars could generate outbursts of rage and even personality. Keep in mind that anger can even cause fevers. You should try to control your impulsiveness. If your daily life seems to be cluttered, change it. What are you waiting for? You say that the hustle and bustle of city life makes you run in 1,000 different directions. You would really prefer to live in the peace and quiet of the countryside. It is possible to make such a dramatic change. What are you waiting for? Take advantage of your great powers of adaptation. When fate persists, it is difficult to distinguish the ins and outs of the case that concerns us. In addition, the positive repercussions of the events are slow to appear and can provoke tantrums. However, don't feel sorry for it. Despite this fatality that seems to be hounding you, some aspects can change. Believe in your lucky star. Your strength of conviction and persuasion should improve things in your favor. Work. You will show great skill on a work level, as you are able to build a department from its structures. The energy of Capricorn in the 6th house makes it easy for you to concretely build any work environment. You will receive a positive response from a male authority. You will receive good news about a project you have recently been involved in. Your name will be mentioned and your contribution will be highlighted. Sometimes it's hard for you to accept compliments. You are often hard on yourself and often criticize your performance. Money and luck. The part of fortune in the 2nd house is a sign of luck in finances, possessions and material goods. With such a position you attract money to you. The career goals you set for yourself today could be dictated by your desire to earn more. You may decide to work overtime or on your own. You are probably not short of money, but there may be other reasons for this desire. You have a good chance of finding what you're looking for, so explore as many options as you can. Like the mule of the Pope, you never forget an offense. You rehash an old story again and again, and you take advantage of it to impose your bad mood on everyone. This hostile attitude prevents you from progressing in your workplace. So one of two things: move on or jump ship. The ass of Alphonse Daudet kept his grudge 7 long years. You are not going to do the same? Love. You will be living a romance that will imply transformation in you on a very deep level, since the ruler of the house of romance is in the 8th house, and the trine that it maintains with Mercury indicates that you will be living the process in a very mental and analytical way. An intense passion has been released within you. You will see that it is difficult to resist the impulse to take your loved one and run away with him to a desert island. You could use a break from civilization. But if you can't get to the island, why not create an oasis in your own home? Buy food at your favorite restaurant, take it home and enjoy an intimate dinner with your partner. The shadow of your old relationship still threatens your present. Worse, it prevents you from rebuilding yourself. You struggle to open up to new sentimental perspectives. Therefore, maintaining contact with the person responsible for this mental torture remains incongruous. By drawing a line on it, you realize the mourning of this accumulated suffering. Finally, far from you, rebirth projects will gradually germinate in your secret garden. In order for them to go beyond the limits of your imagination and materialize, let them hatch in full sun. Lately, certain differences might have cropped up between the two of you. Today you and your significant other will again feel warmth in your relationship, which has turned bitter and cold with time. Luckily, you two may have an encounter with each other today, and this will give a spark to a new beginning. Do not try to find reasons why you two have bumped into each other again. It is Almighty's way to unite the two of you again. Time to let go of the hard feelings and regain your affection for each other. You never know, this may be your only chance to express your fondness for each other, and if you do not, then you may land up with someone whom you don't deserve. There will be no escape or coming back. Consider every block as a learning opportunity, and that is what has happened. Two people have to fall apart at times to realize how much they need to be with each other. Once you acknowledge the lesson, then it will all come to a halt. So just deflate your egos and welcome back each other in one another's life. Be curious about each other and how you have been living when you were no longer together. This will really inspire you to explore things which you had missed out on when you were together and while you guys were away from each other's lives. Lucky colors: mulberry, jade and iris. Lucky numbers: 3, 67, 89, 90. Love Tarot card. The Love Tarot card for today is the reversed Death card. The card comes to us in its reversed position when we have failed to heed an earlier message of approaching death. When this card appears, it is futile to fight change. Ask yourself where you are trying to hold back the floodgates. Instead of battling, accept the inevitable. Trying to hold on to a dying relationship will only make the ending more painful. It's possible you overestimate the severity of the approaching alterations. You break up with your lover, but remain best friends. If you are single, your dating life changes now. You begin to date different kinds of people. Your pool of potential lovers shrinks. The time has arrived for you to cease playing around and find a serious relationship. You discover the hollowness of some illusion you clung to desperately. Circumstances reveal someone's duplicity,